Hello and welcome to another edition of Robin's Fanatics TV with me, AJ, and today I'm doing a vlog from yesterday's pitching in Isthmian League Premier Division fixture between Carshalton Athletic and Bognor Regis Town. Current league standings and table. Carshalton Athletic are sitting just in 7th place, just outside the playoffs, and Bognor Regis Town are having an awful season so far and are sitting down in 21st. 10 points adrift of safety as it stands at the moment. But as team changes, there was 3 team changes from the defeat at Billericay Town last week. Joshua Shenabor, Abdul Sanko and Nabil Ghanem were all back into the starting lineup and replacing Nathan Paul Lavallee, Paris Locke and Paris Hamilton Downs. Nathan Paul Lavallee was recalled from Bromley from his loan spell at Carshalton on Friday, and he actually did make the bench for Bromley's a game against Wimbledon in the League Two. So I'd just like to put on record thanks for he was at Carshalton for over a month playing at right back and was really fantastic. Played really well, and we even got a song for him as well. But Bromley must have seen that and recalled him. So good. Thank you for your time with us, Nathan, Paul, and good luck. Hope you make it to the first team at Bromley. But back to today. Both results from last round. Carshalton Athletic suffered their first defeat in 8 games at Billericay Town when they lost 3-2, and Bognor Regis beat bottom side Bows and Pitsea 1-0. So as for a quick match rundown, well, this match was a proper emotional roller coaster. It really was. It was absolutely crazy. 11 minutes played, Bognor Regis took the lead. Through Tommy Lee Higgs. A poor clearance from our goalkeeper Mackenzie Foley fell right back to Tommy Lee, and he fired it back with interest straight past him to the back of the net to give the Rocks early 1-0 lead. It didn't get any better for Carshalton or Foley Mackenzie, unfortunately, because on 2-0 in the 14th minute, it was 2-0 in the 14th minute. Foley Mackenzie, don't know what happened, but somehow headed an own goal to give the Rocks a 2-0 lead. And if that wasn't bad enough, on the 18th minute, Bognor Regis went 3-0 up. Carshalton were absolutely rocked on their feet. And again, it was Tommy Lee Higgs. He beat the defender, was through on goal, and slotted the ball past Foley to make it 3-0 to the Rocks after 18 minutes. Carshalton pulled one back in the just before half time in the 43rd minute. Kwaku Frimpong was chipped over in the box, so referee gave a penalty. Thought it was probably soft, really. I think it's probably the scream that got it, but the way we were playing in the first half, we'd have taken anything. So so a penalty was given, and Fabio Saravia scored from it with his 3rd penalty in 2 games to make it 3-1 and give Carshalton a glimmer of hope in the second half. Now, the second half, I mean, we was talking at half time, we're going to need a Billericay Town style second half performance here, in the away game, and we beat them 4-3, 96th minute winner. Because, first 20-25 minutes were well out of it. But with 13 minutes played, 57th minute, Bunny Babajida pulled the scores back to 3-2. After a good cross went over, and he managed to poke the ball home for his first goal for the Robins since his return from Hampton and Richmond. And then, rather incredibly, on the 75th minute, Kwaku Frimpong made it 3-3. He just had a goal-bound effort, and he got deflected home to make it 3-3. Well, Carshalton were putting in a really good second half performance. And on the 85th minute, we actually did turn it round. But it was Bunny Babajida again, with his 2nd goal of the game, fired in a long ball from Foley Mackenzie, and he headed it in over the keeper to make it 4-3 to the Robins. Well, we thought we'd done it. We thought the comeback was complete. But in the 94th minute, Callum Davis scored from a corner, which Carshalton didn't clear and didn't deal with very well, and made it 4-4. And that's how the game finished. It's funny how games between the clubs seem to have plenty of goals in it. I mean, the fixture earlier this season, back in November, down there, finished 1-1, and that was a good performance. And we had our friends from Victoria, Cologne, over watching that game as well. But the two games last season both finished 3-3. So yeah, you seem to be always guaranteed goals between these two teams, and they didn't let us down. But as for my thoughts of the game, well, I'll tell you what, the first 20 minutes of that game yesterday was an absolute shit shake. It really was. I mean, Carshalton just looked all over the place, and but all the first 3 goals were due to Carshalton defense errors. We was just, I don't know, we had a chance early in the game to go 1-0 up, but we didn't take it. But then we just had a mental 25 minutes, and we found ourselves 3-0 down against a team that's second from bottom. And what we're going to do about this? Luckily, we got one back just before half time, which was probably a little fortunate. But the way we were playing, we were taking that. Carshalton made a double substitution at half time, which he needed to do something, because obviously that first half was a shambles. It's probably up there one of the worst performances of the season. I don't know what was going on with that one. They were just all over the place. Foley McKenzie had an absolute mare first half. But the second half we came out and we dominated. Carshalton, I've said this many times this season, Carshalton seemed to be a second half team, and we seem to sort of do the jobs in the second half. But I thought with this one, this was going to be a real big ask. 3-1 down at half time. It was exactly the same situation with Billericay Town at home as well. We were 3-1 down at half time in that game as well, and we turned it round. I didn't expect us to do that twice in this season. But but Bumni Babajida made a couple come on in the second half and made a great impact, and he bagged himself 2 goals to bring Carshalton back into this game. And the second half, we really played well. I mean, why that was missing in the first half, I don't know. It was weird. That first half was just an absolute shock to the system. It really was, and he had to have a big team talk halfway through the half just to sort of control it, because Bognor carried on the way they were doing, the way our defence was. They could have easily got another 2 before half time as well and made the game safe. But but we turned it round and got 4-3 up, and I think Bognor would have felt really hard done by with that, but we did dominate the second half. We really did. But but Callum Davis come up in the 94th minute, and ultimately the scores at 4-4. It's probably they dominated the first half. We dominated the second half, but this was a proper emotional roller coaster. I mean, this is why I love non-league football so much, because you get games like this when you go from happiness to utter despair, back to happiness, back to but get a point. I mean, I would have taken a point actually, 3-0 down after 20 minutes. I'd have taken a point quite easily. I don't know what Carshalton were doing in that first 20 minutes. I mean, we played so well against Billericay last week, really took the game to them, and but then, like we said on the vlog last week, we need to be showing that same kind of passion for the games against the lower teams as well. And that first half, we was just all over the place, but thankfully we turned it round. So relieved at that. But mental game. An 8-goal thriller of a game of 2 halves. So no points were shared, probably a fair result really, and Bognor need all the points they could get, but they will probably be really frustrated being 3-0 up and not getting a win out of that. I mean, they need all the points they can get, being down in 21st place and 10 points away from safety, and play 33 games now, so it's getting. Personally, I really hope Bognor do it. because I like Bognor as a club, and their ground is really nice. And we've always had some really cracking games against Bognor Regis. I really do hope they can pull off a escape, but personally, I think it's probably just beyond them now. We've sort of like 13 games to go. I mean, they've sort of hit good form. They changed their management, and I think they won 2 on the bounce. I think they beat Canvey Island the week before 4-0 at Canvey. So they're showing, they're showing buds of trying to survive, and I really hope they do. I enjoy going down there, and I've got to say their fans are fantastic. Despite what other people at the club might think of them, I think they're brilliant. I mean, they supported their team from start to finish. Even when they were 4-3 up, they were still chanting and singing, and and they were there sort of 5-10 minutes after the game, still singing and chanting. I mean, kudos to you, Bognor fans. I think you're a great bunch, and you really support your team, and that's a credit to your club. You really are. And I just love the way you celebrate your goals. Some people don't like the way you celebrate your goals, but I think it's brilliant, But keep that going, Bognor. I think that's a good thing. I mean, you show your passion despite the season you're having, and I really hope you can sort of survive this. I really do. So after that, the Robins stayed 7th after teams around us drew. We're only 5 points off the playoffs, so if we can get another little run going like we had before the Billericay game, who knows what will happen. Bognor Regis stayed 21st. With the point, it still keeps them 10 points adrift of safety. It's a real uphill struggle from. And I wish them the very best for the rest of the season. I hope they can do it, but I'm not sure. It's going to be possible. But prove me wrong. I hope you do. So that's it from me, AJ. Commenting on this emotional roller coaster of a football match, and hopefully we'll be back to our best again next Saturday. Next fixture for the Robins, we are away to Cheshunt next Saturday in the league, so that'll be a tough game. There's another team that's sort of in the lower reaches of the league, so hopefully we can sort of go there and put a performance, not the performance of the first half, please, but the performance of the second half, and make that maybe last 90 and get something from there. And I'll be going to a couple of midweek matches. I think Beckenham at home on Tuesday night, if it doesn't rain between now and then, or Merstham. I'm not sure yet. I'll decide on the day. I'll probably do a vlog from whatever one I go to. So so that's it from me, AJ. Thanks for watching. After that incredible game yesterday, a few more of those this season. Bloody hell, I think my heart can take it. But we got a point in the end, and it was if you went there as a neutral, you would have absolutely loved it. So so I'll wrap this up now. Like I say, good luck to Bognor for the rest of the season. I hope they can make the great escape. I really do, and I hope to see you guys at the Avenue next season. So best of luck to you, and that's it from me, AJ. I'll be back soon. So thanks for watching, and until we meet again, arrivederci.